Hello, and a warm welcome to Qualitative Analysis. We begin with the anion test, negatively charged species. The first one we need to know is carbonates. In this instance, we're going to be looking at the chemistry first. Na2CO3 sodium carbonate reacts with hydrochloric acid, making sodium chloride, water, and critically carbon dioxide gas. We can test that carbon dioxide with lime water, which will go milky. Let's have a look at this reaction. The next two tests we need to look at are for the halides. The halides come from the halogens, which is group 7 or group 17. Silver nitrate with acid will react with a chloride to form a white precipitate of silver chloride. The bromide will react with acid and silver nitrate to make a cream precipitate of silver bromide. You can see the chemistry on the board for those students wanting the high grades, the 9s and the A stars. You should be able to create the balanced chemical equations for these reactions. Certainly there are many questions, just require you to know the colour. Let's have a look at the reactions. The final two anions you need to know, quite fun reactions. We have the nitrates, in this case we're using barium nitrate, and the sulfates. For nitrates, we react with sodium hydroxide and aluminium. We warm it gently, and we should create some ammonia gas, which is NH3. This is basic and will change red litmus blue. Sulfates, we react with a barium salt. I'm just checking there, I think it's barium nitrate we are using. Yes, it is. And you will get an insoluble precipitate of barium sulfate, which is white and is a positive test for sulfates. Let's see the reaction. Welcome to the cation tests. There are 12 of these beasties, 6 each with sodium hydroxide and with ammonia. First of all, we start gentle. It's ammonium, NH4+. If you react that with sodium hydroxide, you generate ammonia gas, which we saw earlier. Do you remember the test for ammonia gas? Yes, red litmus will change to blue. Next, we have calcium 2+ with sodium hydroxide, makes a white precipitate, which is insoluble in excess. And with ammonia, there is no precipitate, so happy days. We now come to the start of the pretty ones. There's copper 2+ with sodium hydroxide is a light blue precipitate, insoluble in excess. And with ammonia, it's light blue, but if you go into excess, it gives a beautiful dark blue solution. The next three do tend to behave themselves. We have iron 2+, making iron 2 hydroxide, which is a green precipitate. Iron 2 is green. This is insoluble in excess. And thankfully with ammonia, it does exactly the same. It is a green precipitate, insoluble in excess. Iron 3+ is red-brown, insoluble in excess with sodium hydroxide, and exactly the same, red-brown, insoluble in excess with ammonia. Finally, we have zinc 2+, white precipitate, soluble in excess, giving a colourless solution with sodium hydroxide, and doing exactly the same with ammonia. Let's see the reactions. Finally, we have the gas tests. You can see them on the screen. Learn it, deal with it, move on with your lives. I thought I would include oxygen because it's quite beautiful. Relighting the glowing splint. Look at that. And here we have hydrogen. Pop test. Like, comment, subscribe at the bottom. Thank you very much indeed.